If you're looking to purchase on Hilton Head, you've probably seen the beaches, the world-class golf, the family-friendly amenities, and everything that makes it look like a dream. But what you haven't uncovered is what it really costs. What are the financing options available to you? Well, today I'm going to talk to you about 3 pros and cons of living on Hilton Head, South Carolina, specifically from the financing perspective. My name's Aaron Benton, a local mortgage lender and host of this channel. I get calls, texts, emails every day from people just like you looking for home financing advice. So stick around because we're going to talk about the real pros and cons, not surface level, real deep, tailored, personalized knowledge that you'll be happy that you walked away with. So stick around because we're going to get after it right now. The first pro is long-term value stability. Hilton Head is an island. It's a geographically restricted. That means that your competition isn't going to be this latest, greatest new construction community that is going to build alongside of you and then your house is suddenly outdated. No, it's geographically restricted. Your home, your competition is maybe your neighbors around you. Yes, there might be a new build one-off here and there, but you're not going to have to worry about the value of your home being cut because you have some new complex coming in with great amenities alongside you or down the street. It's geographically restricted. You're either on Hilton Head or you're not. The other part that keeps the values high is the market pool. Who's looking to buy in Hilton Head? Well, not only do you have primary homeowners, people looking to move internally here, maybe from Bluffton, Beaufort, Savannah area. You also have individuals moving down from the Northeast, the Midwest, out west. I've seen people from Colorado recently looking to purchase here. So you have people just relocating. Not only that, you have retirees. This is a natural spot. You have a natural, beautiful climate, perfect for retirees. Lots of pickleball, tennis, beach walks, you name it, biking. A lot of really nice things that allow people who are retired to move here. Additionally, you have second home investment properties. Hilton Head is a vacation area. So you're going to have condos, second homes. People will utilize these for personal use, but they'll also rent it out. So the pool of individuals who are looking to purchase here and have a little slice of Hilton Head, if you will, is very high for this little island. So long-term stability of values, as maybe the market has been up and down, Hilton Head has remained stable or increasing just because of the geographic nature of you can't really build anymore, and because the competition or the type of person who's looking to buy here, a lot of things drawing to Hilton Head that allows just more people than a primary homeowner looking to buy here. So long-term stability. Number 2, flexible loan strategies. Depending on your horizon, maybe you want a 5-year ARM, maybe you want a 7-year ARM. What is an ARM? An ARM is where the interest rate is fixed for a period of time. Maybe it's the first 5 years, maybe it's the first 7 years. And what happens is after that period is fixed, it can adjust every 6 months thereafter. Where you've seen this, I'll use a perfect example for you. I had an individual, they were getting an ARM, a 10-year ARM, because their daughter was going to graduate high school in 5 years and then they were going to sell their house. Well, that individual got a 7-year ARM because he knew that the interest rate was going to be locked in for the period of time that him and his family were going to live there. Once his daughter left, they were going to sell the property. And then, of course, the rate could adjust after the fact. But who cares if it was going to adjust? He had already sold the house, the loan was paid off. So the ARM is very popular here. The other thing that happens is loans that are very advantageous to tax strategies. Now, we've talked about recasting in the past, but we get a lot of individuals who they probably could absolutely pay cash for the property, but they don't pay cash. Rather, what they do is they get a mortgage, they work hand in hand with their financial advisor, and they systematically pay that loan down over time to lessen their tax burden. So they're just trying to avoid getting into different tax brackets. So they might start off with a $1 million loan, but that loan is then paid down on a annual basis or however their financial advisor or CPA sees fit. And then eventually, maybe they have $1 million, then $800,000 and $600,000. Eventually that loan doesn't last for 30 years or 15 years. Maybe it only lasts for 5 years, but they used a loan as a strategic tool to lessen their tax burden. So there's a lot of financial freedom here in terms of loan flexibility. I'm very fortunate. My company here is local and we have these products that are tailored to assist individuals who want these more flexible products. In addition to that, The third pro is multiple exit strategies. This kind of ties into pro number one. I had mentioned that multiple people were looking to purchase here, whether it be second homeowners, investment properties, not only your primary. So when you're looking to get out or exit, this isn't necessarily that you have to sell your property. You could rent it out long term. You could utilize it as a second home. You could short term rent it, Airbnb, VRBO. So there's a lot of different strategies that you can use, more so than just selling. Some people will use these properties as, like I said, investment tools, which then they utilize as tax write-offs and such. So a lot of different exit strategies that Hilton Head does lend themselves to. Again, my name is Aaron Benton. I'm a local mortgage lender. I totally understand the Hilton Head market. My office is right here on the south end of Hilton Head. If you're looking to get some more insight into your specific scenario, whether it be purchasing a primary, a second home, maybe you're a retiree looking to relocate to the area, give me a call, set up a Zoom call. I'd love to chat, understand your situation. By the way, if you're watching this video and you want to understand your personal situation, maybe you're looking to relocate here to South Carolina to Hilton Head, maybe you're looking to purchase a primary home, maybe you're looking to convert your property from a primary residence to a short-term or long-term rental and just want some understanding of the numbers and the financial implications of that, feel free to give me a call. I've left my information below in the description below. Set up a phone call, set up a Zoom call. I'd love to understand your personal situation. Again, my name is Aaron Benton, a local mortgage lender. My office is conveniently located on the south end of Hilton Head. I totally understand what is going on in the Hilton Head market and would love to help you. And now we're going to jump into the cons. Con number one, higher priced entry point. This can be pretty intimidating especially for first-time home buyers, or if you're looking to dip your toes into the sand as an investor, because whether you're putting 3% down or 25% down, of course, if the value goes up, 3% on 600,000 is more than 3% on 200,000. So yes, the entry level point is expensive, if you will, but over time, you can certainly see where you can get your value back because of the appreciation that we talked about and the long-term stability of the properties. But nevertheless, you're gonna have to have a couple bucks saved in order to make this purchase happen, unless it's VA financing. Remember, that's 100% financing. Maybe you can get a gift from a family member to help yourself out to limit the upfront cost, but higher level entry point. One misconception is that you have to have 20% down in order to get on the island, and that's not the case. First-time home buyers can put a minimum of 3% down. VA loans, 100% financing. FHA loans, 3.5%. So there's a lot of options out there that allow you to get this little slice of Hilton Head and not have to fork over a ton of cash. So yes, Hilton Head has maybe a little bit higher of an entry point because it is this island. It's beautiful, but you pay for it. But nevertheless, you do not need to come up with this large chunk of money. You could put, like I said, 3%, 100% financing, so 0%, or 3.5% down utilizing FHA. So some really nice financing options that are available should you want to get your little slice of Hilton Head. The second con, the upfront cost can be a little bit surprising to people. So Hilton Head, when you purchase on Hilton Head, everyone who buys pays 1/4 of 1% of the purchase price. So if you were to buy a $500,000 home on Hilton Head, you have to pay a one-time fee of $1,250, 1/4 of 1%. Now, if you buy in a neighborhood, say you're buying in Palmetto Dunes or Shipyard, they charge 1/2 of 1% of the purchase price. Hilton Head Plantation charges 1/4 of 1% of the purchase price. Again, these are one-time fees. Now, understand the reason that these fees are in place, especially for the neighborhoods or the town of Hilton Head, is because the neighborhoods don't want to charge you an exorbitant HOA fee. Now, a lot of these neighborhoods, they have gates, they're staffed gates at that, they maintain the landscaping, and your HOA fees are maybe $2,000 a year. Well, you can imagine that hiring the gate staff, the manicuring, the landscaping, that costs certainly more than $2,000 a year. But what you need to ultimately recognize is, yes, you are paying that upfront cost that, hey, it does probably make it so that you don't want to turn around and sell your property maybe a year or 2 years later because you do have that upfront financial investment. But nevertheless, that upfront cost can be a little bit of I don't want to say a deterrent, but it can catch you off guard. And that's why it's important to talk to someone like myself who understands the local market, because closing costs are simply more than just down payment. You got your down payment, mortgage-related costs. South Carolina in whole is an attorney state. That means that you have to have an attorney represent you from start to finish on any kind of real estate transaction, even a refinance. So you got your mortgage-related costs, your attorney-related costs, first year of insurance, and then these neighborhood transfer fees and the Hilton Head transfer fee. So all in all, certainly those add up and is something that you need to be aware of. The third con is the speed in which you need to act. Hilton Head, especially when the property is well priced, very, very competitive market. Your competition isn't necessarily your neighbor down the street. It could be up in Boston, it could be out in Colorado Springs. So what I have seen is that you gotta get your ducks in a row. That means you wanna get your pre-approval letter started. You gotta have a very finite or plan set out with your real estate agent, because they're going to be going and showing you properties via FaceTime. See in the video, you might find yourself jumping on a plane relatively quickly or driving down here almost overnight so that you can see the property. I have seen individuals, unfortunately, they miss out. They kind of need to see it and they need to act quickly, and there's multiple offers and then it's on to the next one. And after a while, there's only so many homes that maybe fit your criterion. So if anything, use this as a positive, because when you go to sell, you probably have a better chance to be able to sell it. But when you're looking to buy and the competition can be fierce, you got to be prepared. You got to be prepared to move quickly. So just keep that in mind, that the market does move fast. You have competition. Make sure you get your ducks in a row. At the end of the day, Hilton Head can be an incredible place to buy. The pros certainly outweigh the cons. Look at me. I moved down here 12 years ago and I'm not looking back. I love it here, but you have to make sure that you get your ducks in a row, you get your financing picture in order, you make sure you draw out a plan with your real estate agent so that you can act quickly, and then you understand the numbers surrounding your purchase. My name's Aaron Penton. I'm a local mortgage lender and host of this channel. I'd love to understand your scenario. Please see my information below. Schedule a call with me, book a Zoom call. I want to understand your situation. I hope to one day get to meet you, but if not, I hope to at least see you on the next video.